Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Dela Criss. We are a family of 5 living in a little under 200 square feet, and I'm just documenting our journey of paying off debt so we can just live this life that we feel like God's calling us to live. And so in today's video, I just wanted to attack the question that we keep getting: what are we doing about Christmas? And I feel like we're getting this question for 2 reasons. One, because the budgeting thing, right? And 2, because of the space. Like, we have a limited amount of space. And so I want to address both of those questions, and hopefully it'll be helpful for you on your debt-free journey or your frugal living journey, or if you're a minimalist and you are trying to figure this thing out. So I'm just going to share with you kind of what we're doing. I'm going to attack the first question of just kind of like our tight space. And so I'll be really honest with you guys. When we first moved into our camper, we didn't really adapt like a minimalist like mindset, if that makes sense. We just kind of like we were like, we got to get rid of some stuff. We have too much stuff. And so we just got rid of a lot of things, but then like things that kept coming in, and just like we just have a lot of various things. So I'm going to do a whole nother video on us adapting this minimalist lifestyle. Like, there's a podcast on this too. I love her viewpoint on stuff, but on that, but pretty much just know us having less stuff is really important right now in the limited space. So what we're doing is, as far as gifts, we're just asking, okay, our kids are really blessed in the fact that they have both of their grandparents. And so, full transparency, like, we don't really have to buy a lot of clothes for we really don't buy any clothes for our kids, because their grandparents gift them to them. They love, if you're a grandparent, you know what I'm talking about. They just love the magic of Christmas and gifting their kids with things. And I get it. Like, I feel like I will be the same way. And we've been really lenient with not just grandparents, but just like other people gifting our kids stuff. But we really have to tighten up on that, because it's becoming chaotic, and it can become overwhelming. And if you live in a small space, you know what I mean. So one thing that we've been telling them is just like, gift our kids experiences. And I know that you've probably heard this before, but I know what's important for grandparents sometimes is for the kids to have the tangible, to where they can like open gifts, like they wanted to do that. So one thing that one of my really good friends told me that I thought was genius: her mother-in-law gifted her her little girl a gymnastics outfit, and she paid for gymnastics classes for the year. And so, like, maybe one thing that's tangible that represents the experience, right? And so one thing, we live close to the zoo, so one thing I told my parents was like, hey, like, maybe you guys can get us a zoo membership, so that, you know, a lot of the mom friends that I have, they have zoo memberships, so we can go to the zoo with our kids all year and not have to worry about fitting that into the budget. So just little things like that. Or the fact that, like, my kids don't get to go out to eat very often, and so maybe giving them gift cards to their favorite restaurants, and now they can go enjoy going out to eat and going to different restaurants. And really, just to be frank, we tell people anything that's going to help our financial situation, especially if you're like trying to gift our kids, is going to help them, right? So the faster we get out of here, like if you want to give us a gift card for things that we might need. And another good tip too is that, like, if you live in a tiny space, do specific like wish lists on Amazon. So like, Amazon lets you do a wish list. So you put on there, my second daughter needs a pair of shoes this size, this color, because it goes with everything. And they know exactly what you want and need. Or for us, for example, we want and need weird things. So like, my husband wants fencing for the chickens or the goats. One of those, the chickens or the goats. And so, like, no one's going to think, oh, I'm going to buy you that. But if you put it on a specific wish list, then if they're going to spend the money, they can get you something that you actually need, instead of a cute sweater. It's like, oh, this is cute, but I didn't really need another sweater, right? And so, as far as the from a budget perspective, it's really tough for us, because my husband and I have really like generous hearts, and we really want to give, and we really want to just live where like our kids have generous hearts. And so what we found is that we can still do that. We just have to do it differently. So a big thing that we do is that we gift our skills to people. And so, like, what I mean by that is, I will say, like, to the girls and the women in my family, I'll be like, hey, I can braid your hair for you for free. I can, you know, do your nails, or babysit your kids, or I'm really good at organizing things, or even just some of the coaching that I do, I can offer those to people, right? And so you can, again, back to having something tangible, you can make cute little artwork or whatever and decorate it, laminate it, put it in a card and gift it to them, and then be intentional about it, put it on the calendar, follow through. And then it's something cool that like you can give someone. And so it might seem strange, but guys, we have to start doing things differently, because I know Christmas time people are stressed out, and then you got broke people trying to impress broke people with this like, oh, I'm going to give you some, you know, putting things on credit cards, and then you're just not enjoying what the season was about. And so we try to do like gift our skills. My husband, he's good at landscaping. So if he sees someone needs something done around the house, or things like that, like we try to give that. And then even like for our teacher, like our kids' teachers, or just like my husband's a teacher and a coach, so we understand that like, oh, they work so hard, y'all. And so I want to be able to show like appreciation. I want my kids to know the importance of showing appreciation to people that serve us. And so we'll probably do like baked goods or like arts and crafts. So my kids get to do that with, my kids will get to do that with me. And that leads me to like my next point, is that like for us, we want it to be about experiences. So like, first of all, let me say, for our kids, we don't give them gifts. We just like, they're young, so like they like Band-Aids. We might get them Band-Aids, but I understand having older kids and you want to do something for them. So like for older kids, one thing that you could do is like Facebook Marketplace. I will sell something on there and then buy something on there, right? And so like, for instance, one year we wanted to give our oldest girl a little push car. So I just got on Facebook Marketplace. It was so cheap, bought it, and there you go. She has it. And so you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. And like, if you feel bad about this, know it's temporary. I heard this quote, it really helped me. I think I heard it on Debt Kicking Mom. If you don't follow her, she's so good. But it's like, so many people, I don't know where she got the quote from, but she said like, so many people are willing to go broke for their kids, but not get rich for their kids. So that's kind of like the mentality that we're taking, is that this is so temporary. And another thing is like, I want my kids, so for me, Christmas is about the birth of Jesus, and it's about celebrating that, and just this idea that God gave us the best gift. And so I want my kids to be thinking about that. And this is like the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, like one of my favorite seasons. And it's like that because of the memories that my parents set for us. And so like the Christmas music is free on Pandora and YouTube, so I can set that. I can literally go to Dollar Tree. And so I probably should have started with this, but we give ourselves a budget. So say that budget is $150. Everything that we do for Christmas is going to fit in $150. And so I will probably take some of that budget, go to Dollar Tree, get a few decorations, just to kind of like make our RV feel like Christmassy, you know what I mean? But just the act of them going to the store with me, buying the decorations, coming home, putting them up with me, I want to fill their little minds and their hearts with those memories and those feelings. Not just like consumerism. Like, we don't have to accept what other people say Christmas is about. Like, we don't have to do that. And I'm not here to preach about that, but I really feel that way. So we're going to be focused on the memories. We're going to be gifting our skills, our services to people. We're going to be just really focusing on like movies. I can get Christmas movies from the library, and we're going to be watching that and really just setting those things as traditions and memories in our family. And so, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, guys. We're going to set that budget, keep it strict, and that's just is what it is. And then we're going to have to get creative around that. And so hopefully I was able to give you some creative ideas. If you had some frugal Christmas ideas or debt-free ideas that you're doing for the Christmas holiday season, comment below so we can kind of share and bounce those ideas off with each other, because I don't think this is a season where people should be stressed out and broke and going into more debt over this. Like, just, you have to stop at a certain point, and you can be really transparent with people. Like, we don't have the money this year, But this is what we're going to do instead. And you'll be surprised at how freeing that is for other people. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys and not like all over the place. And hopefully you got a few tips and ideas out of that. Be sure to subscribe. I really want to hit my 1K goal before the end of the year so we can do like a giveaway. I love this community and it has been so much fun. Love you guys. Bye.